Text me when you're done. I have something I need to talk to you about.
Yeah, I'm on the train and headed back home. What's wrong?
Don't freak out, okay?
Just tell me.
I think our house is bugged.
Bugged?
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember the story I told you about? About my friend who was being stalked?
Yeah?
Apparently her house was bugged too, with some sort of eavesdropping device. And she warned me. We live in a world where we're never fully aware of who's doing what to us. So I borrowed the bug-finding device that she bought for herself, and I scanned her house out of curiosity.
Was there a reaction?
Yes, it freaked me out so much that I acted like I was going out for shopping and jumped out of the house. But if I don't return for a long time, I think the people who's eavesdropping will notice that we found out.
That's true. All right, let's meet up and go home together. When we get into the house, show me where the bugs are hidden. But act like we're just having normal conversations while we're at it. We'll talk about what we'll do about it through text. Got it?
All right.
All right. I'll meet you at the convenience store near the house. I'll be there in 15.
Got it. I'll be waiting.
Lucy, I found the first bug. It was behind the TV in the living room, inside of the outlet.
I found one too. It was between the shoe case and plants in the electric outlet.
We better check out the bedroom and your office, too.
Yeah, I'll check my office then. Could you please check the bedroom?
Sure. Is that all of them?
Probably.
So 4 in total.
Yeah, 4. I can't believe there are so many and we didn't even know.
You work from home, so it must be even scarier.
The good thing is that I don't take meetings in my office, though. I can't afford to have any information for my work being leaked.
You do all of your meetings outside in person, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't want my clients to be uncomfortable. And I just make small reports through email and text, so I don't speak about work in the house.
That's good. Now, do you have any idea who put these here?
I might. Just one person.
Really? I have 2 people in mind.
What? 2?
We're probably thinking about the same person, at least for one of them. If they're going to do this to us, they'd better be ready for anything coming back at them. We're gonna lure them out.
Lure them out?
We still don't know which of the 2 did it, but either of them will probably bite at the bait.
What are you planning to do?
I need to explain everything, but it'll take too long to tell you everything through text.
Then, should we act like we're going out for dinner and plan this out?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, we're all set.
Yeah, I think so too.
But wow, you really are a good storyteller. I don't think anyone other than you could have come up with that plot right away.
Your acting was great too, Tom.
I almost believed all of this was real because you were so good.
Alright, let's see whom we'll catch with our trap.
Yeah, we wait for now. But I'm sorry about getting you into this.
Huh?
It's only been 6 months since we got married, but we're already in so much crap.
Don't apologize, none of this is your fault.
I guess you feel that way, but...
Let's focus on solving this problem for now.
All right, let's do this.
Hey, Lucy! Did you really cheat on my son? I can't believe you betrayed my precious son. I never should have let you marry him. Hey, reply this instant!
Good evening, Miss Fletcher. What's the matter all of a sudden?
Don't ask me what's the matter. You cheated on my son. Who's the other man? We will hire a lawyer and sue you for compensation. You better be prepared.
Where did you hear that story?
What? Well, I heard it from Tom.
That's weird. Neither I nor Tom has spoken about this to anyone.
You just think he hasn't told anyone.
Are you sure?
He hates you for betraying him. Why on earth would he tell you whom he told?
I mean, yes, that's what would usually happen.
Well then, where are you right now?
I'm in my office at home.
Get out of that house!
What?
I cannot allow a cheater to be by my precious son. That house is under Tommy's name. You broke a sacred promise, so now you must leave this instant. I can't believe you. Why did poor Tommy have to pick a woman like you? He could have found such a better wife.
I see how you feel. All right, before I leave, could you please come over to our house at noon tomorrow?
Why me?
There's a very important topic we must talk about.
Oh, I see you're trying not to be blunt. This is about your divorce, isn't it? Fine, I'll be there to manage everything.
Long time no see.
Oh, Victoria!
Have you been doing well?
What do you need?
I just thought it might be time you started missing me.
What? Why would I miss the girl who cheated and broke up with me?
I've already broken up with that other guy.
Oh, you broke up?
Yeah, but honestly, the only reason all of that happened was that you left me alone and only cared about your work.
I was studying for a license my company asked me to get. I do feel sorry for how I treated you back then, though.
Didn't you pass on the test? And I heard you got a raise and became a manager.
That was 3 years ago.
Oh, it's been so long since we broke up.
Yeah.
I mean, I could act like nothing happened if you want.
What? What are you saying?
I heard your wife cheated on you.
How do you know that?
Just a rumor.
Really?
You should underestimate my sources.
Alright then. You've always known everything about me for some reason.
Yes, exactly. And I was thinking, if you broke up with your wife, want to get back together with me?
With you?
Aren't you getting divorced and she cheated on you? I could hear your wounded heart, you know.
Alright then. Could you come over to my house at noon tomorrow?
Oh, already inviting me over?
I haven't moved since we broke up.
Alrighty, can't wait to see you.
Hey, Lucy! What is this about? I came at the promised time. Why are the police here? And why is Tom's ex-girlfriend here?
Greetings, Miss Fletcher.
Do not greet me! You better explain all of this right now!
Oh, have you not heard from the police?
Heard what?
About the devices that were hidden in our house.
I don't know what you're talking about.
4 places! 4!
4?
You did this, didn't you?
No, I only hid 2.
I see. So you meant bugging our house.
Oh, well,
Oh, and I forgot to tell you the 2 of us are moving.
What?
And, of course, we won't tell you our next address.
What? I just wanted to make sure you 2 were doing fine.
We don't need your monitoring.
But I might be able to give you tips about when it's time to make children.
What is wrong with you?
Don't do this.
We'll leave the rest to the police.
Wait!
Goodbye. Tom, why are the police at your house? And your mom? What is this?
Oh, you really came, huh?
What?
I think you know what I'm talking about. The eavesdropping devices you hid before we broke up.
Oh,
You were obsessed with me, but you allowed us to break up all of a sudden, and I knew something was off.
how did you...
We found out about them by coincidence, so we did some acting to lure out whoever hid it.
Acting?
About the cheating thing. That was all a script written by my wife. She's an author.
A script?
Husband finds out about wife cheating and they get into a huge fight. So it's impossible that you knew. Only me and her know anything about this act.
How could you do this to me?
The person who hid the devices. I was having trouble deciding whether it was my psychotic mom or crazy ex, but I didn't expect it to be both.
So the divorce.
That was a lie too.
I can't believe you.
Whatever. Now we know you're one of the people who did it. We'll leave the rest to the police. Both my mom and ex were met by the police at our old front door, and they immediately began being questioned. The two tried to run away, but they ran into our bathroom using the spare key my mom had. Apparently they were both texting us from the bathroom. A while later, they finally gave up and were caught by the police. We ended up sparing any legal actions against them, but my mother-in-law was divorced by my father-in-law because of this incident, so she tried to return to her hometown, but was rejected by her family because they were scared of her habit of bugging houses. My ex was rejected by her fiancé, and apparently, she's in big trouble trying to pay for compensation. I get the want to know everything, but I could never understand the nerve of eavesdropping on people in the comfort of their homes to fulfill that urge.
Hey sis, are you there?
Oh, hey Frankie, it's been a while.
I have a little favor to ask you.
What's up?
I'm gonna be going home this evening. Would you mind driving over to my mom and dad's place to help me unpack?
You're going home? Help you unpack?
Me and my husband got a divorce, so I'll be coming home to stay with my mom and dad.
You did what? Where'd this come from all of a sudden? I had to read that twice. I almost just spat my coffee out. Frankie, what the hell happened? Are you okay? You were barely married. What, 6 months? Did you tell your parents yet?
Yeah, I just messaged them.
Wow, I can't believe it. This is too sudden, Frankie.
Him and his family told me to never go anywhere near them again, so I left. There's no going back now. Me and him are dead in the water. All I can do is go back to live with mom and dad, at least for now. So that's why my lovely favorite stepsister in the whole wide world. I need you to sort out a space for me to sleep there tonight. If you could just get me some pillows, a duvet. Oh, and don't forget the mattress. That would be great.
Just be careful on the way home, okay?
Madeline, is now a good time?
What is it?
I have a date with my boyfriend today.
What? You have a new boyfriend already?
Hold your horses, sis. I'm not finished yet. So here's the thing. The plan is to meet each other at the date spot. So I need you to take me out to the shopping mall in A-Town in your car.
You want me to drive you there? Isn't that mall at least an hour away from here? It'd take me 2 hours there and back. I'm super busy today, so I'm really sorry, but that's not going to be possible.
LOL. Now I've heard it all. A neat, busy. You should become a comedian, sis. You're cracking me up here, LOL.
Listen, Frankie, I don't know where you got this idea that I'm a neat from, but I can assure you I'm not.
What?
How many times do I have to explain it to you? I've been working from home ever since my company introduced a remote working system.
Who are you trying to fool? Like, I'm gonna believe that. Don't you work in the production line at a factory? Are you seriously pretending you work from home doing a job that's only possible by going out to work in person? Not gonna lie, sis, I'm kinda embarrassed for you right now. You should have picked a better lie. I can see right through you.
Listen, Frankie. It's true. The company I work at does have an image of being nothing but factories and production lines in the eyes of the world. So you can be forgiven for thinking that. But I don't work in a production department. The work my department does is done on computers from start to finish, so it's entirely possible to do from home.
Fine, I get it. Computers, yada yada, remote work, yada yada. That actually sounds like the kind of thing my boyfriend does. He works in an IT company though, and you don't.
You don't have to work in an IT company to do remote work. It's becoming really common these days across basically every industry.
Basically, Maddie, what you really mean is, you're a neat, but you're so ashamed to admit it, you came up with some silly story full of holes to try and look cool, LOL.
What?
I hear it's really common for neats to pretend they have jobs, you know. Apparently it's what they call a psychological coping tool. Tragic, really.
Ugh, I told you already, I'm not a NEET.
Anyway, can we stop wasting time on idle chit-chat now? It's boring. Hurry up and pick me in your car.
Not happening.
Why?
Because I have work today.
Huh? You're a NEET but you have work? That's a contradiction in terms, you silly Billy. Ugh, quit messing around, will you? I have to go soon.
Employees on a remote work schedule still have to show their face at the office a set amount of times each month. My break's gonna be over soon, and I've already wasted enough of it on this conversation. Catch you later.
No, wait! I'll be late to my date if I get to the train now. Madeline!
Buzz, buzz.
You're so horrible! Why are you doing this to me? This is all your fault. I was late to my date and now my boyfriend's in a mood with me. Are you happy now? Is this what you wanted? How can you be so cruel? Wah!
Good evening, Frankie. I take this as about what you were pestering me over earlier. How can you blame me for you being late to your own date?
Isn't it obvious? The only reason I was late is because you wouldn't drive me there. That means it's your fault. My boyfriend is really strict when it comes to punctuality. I got there an hour later and he was in a rotten mood the whole time. He wouldn't laugh at my jokes and had the grumpiest look on his face. If I'm late again, he'll probably dump me.
If you were that desperate for me to take you, you could have at least asked me the day before.
Why do you need to know that far in advance? You're a NEET. It's not like you ever do anything. Take today, for example. You probably just couldn't be bothered to go out in the car because you want to slob it out playing a video game and eating potato chips in your cave. So you came up with some far-fetched lie about having to go into the office despite supposedly doing a remote work job. I can see right through you.
No, I'm employed with a company, so I'm obviously going to have to show my face at that company from time to time.
You're in the house 24/7. You're practically a part of the furniture. Since when do you ever go out to work?
I explained to you very clearly that I don't work remotely 100% of the time, and that I do in fact have to clock in at the office a few times a month.
How can you work on a factory production line at home?
For Christ's sake, Frankie, I told you, we're all pencil pushers in my department. We work at desks, on computers.
I've had it with you. Just you wait. I'm gonna do some digging and find undeniable proof you're in NEET. How can you live with yourself? You live a life of luxury goofing off around the house on my brother's dime while he's out slaving away doing an actual job. I'll get him to divorce you.
Frankie!
Oh look, it's my pitiful need of a sister-in-law.
Get back here right now.
N-O. Know what that spells? LOL. I'm on apology date right now because someone made me late for my last one. There's no way I'm letting you mess things up for me again. Actually, there's a chance I will be coming home tonight if you catch my drift.
You've been messing with my computer, haven't you?
Oh, what's this? Sorry, I don't know what you mean.
I saw you letting yourself into my room with my mom and dad's spare key.
Huh?
I have security cameras set up in my study. I saw you plain as day sneaking in and doing something on my computer. Are you really gonna carry on playing innocent? Stop screwing me around, Frankie. This isn't a joke.
Wow, I got found out a whole lot sooner than I expected. You're pretty smart for a NEET.
You admit it then?
Fine, whatever. It was me. I found a folder named Work, so I deleted it. Whoops, LOL.
Do you have any idea what was inside that folder?
It was password protected, so I couldn't see inside, but I'm guessing it just had tons of games in. You probably just called it Work as a disguise so you could feel important. Hey, at least you won't be able to waste any more time goofing around the computer now. You should be thanking me. Serves you right, LOL.
That computer is for work use only. It was given to me by that company.
Huh?
That work folder that for some strange reason you think was full of games was full of proposals and reference materials I put together.
Huh? Proposals? Reference materials?
I told you, my company might have image of being nothing but factories and production lines in the eyes of the world. But to create products at a factory, there was also a need of departments to come up with those products in the first place. My department is responsible for the planning and design of new products, And since that's basically nothing but desk work, we work on a remote work basis most of the time. Do you understand now?
What the hell?
Anyway, the point is, you deleted all of my highly sensitive, highly important work data. Data that technically wasn't even mine, but belonged to my company.
But
Obviously, I can't let you get away with that. So I have no choice but to report what you've done to your parents.
what? No, wait!
The funny thing is, Frankie, they told me all about you. Turns out the reason for your divorce was due to the $25,000 of debt you're in because of your frivolous spending on things you can't afford. What's worse, you're still not working, are you?
Well,
So the whole time you were calling me a NEET, you were the real NEET all along. A debt-ridden NEET at that. I really was shocked. For some reason, I had this image as you, in spite of your quirks, as more or less having your life together. I couldn't have been more wrong. LOL.
shut up!
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Your mom and dad told me to pass on a message to you. Shopping needs who go around causing trouble for others are not welcome in our house. Get your things together and get the hell out. That's the message. Bye!
Oh my god!
And that's the story of how Frankie got booted out by her mom and dad and began her life of exorbitant debt repayments without a soul in the world to help her. To add insult to injury, I heard her boyfriend dumped her too. She showed him the chat logs of mine in our conversations because she thought he'd find them funny, but he was actually disgusted with her behavior and got mad. Apparently, she showed back up at home resembling a distressed panda, screaming "Why?" over and over again with floods of mascara streaming down her cheeks. Oh yeah, as for the work folder she deleted on my computer, turns out it was actually fine. Frankie isn't the most tech-savvy person in the world, and unbeknownst to her, all she actually meant when she gloated "serves you right" was that she sent it to the recycle bin, from which I was of course able to safely retrieve it. Naturally, I don't intend on telling her that. I feel like she's more likely to reflect on what she's done if she believes she caused me great inconvenience. I'm praying that she uses this whole affair as an opportunity to become a better person.